going on there, YouTube? Chilling with Twisted 420 here. And today, we have a whopper of a spinner to show you people. Today, we are showing you one of the heaviest spinners I ever had the pleasure of spinning. Today, we are taking a look at the Pentagon spinner by Kinetics Asia Pacific. Oh yes, this is a big brass and stainless beauty that weighs in at a whopping 8 ounces or 228 grams. That's a lot, people. Now obviously you're not gonna be EDC in this guy. This will not be an everyday carry, but it's massive. I love huge spinners. I got big hands. This is fun. This guy right here sells for $100 and you can currently buy it on Facebook on Kinetics Facebook page. That's the only way to buy it at the moment. But $100 is what you're looking at for this guy. And it holds 10 trits. That's right, people, it holds 10 trits. I'm gonna show you all of this. This thing is massive. Let's go ahead and dive up close, people, and let's do it right meow. All right, people, and here we are up close with the Pentagon. I want to give a shout out to the good people at Kinetics for hooking me up with this spinner and my own custom serial number. That's very cool. And first things first, look at this packaging. Wooden box. Look at that. And they even went through the trouble of engraving the opposite side. That's attention to detail right there. And check this out. These guys are stepping it up in the presentation department. The certificate of authenticity is metal. Metal. Look at that. Tells you everything about the bearing type. It's a 608 hybrid ceramic, brass and stainless steel material, serial number Twisted 420, Pentagon Type A. That is a little bit of awesomeness right there. I think that's great. And then it doesn't stop there. Oh no, it doesn't stop there. We got more goodies in here. You have a little cleaning, polishing cloth right here. Very, very nice. I can dig it. We got a little carrying pouch for your Pentagon. Look at that. It's like a, look at that, like a potato sack right there. Little potato sack for your Pentagon. And then we have this tool. And this tool is going to come in handy because this thing is, I guess you could say modular. What you can do is you can take it apart and swap these plates. If you want to, you can do this thing with a stainless steel body and stainless steel plates, or a brass body and stainless steel plates, or a stainless steel body and brass plates. I got the brass body and the stainless steel plates and the brass buttons, and I think it looks good. But look at that. That's a good bit that comes in the package. I got to say, that is quite nice. And now on to our specimen. Look at that. I think it's for starters, it's a good looking spinner. I gotta say, I think it's a very nice design. And these points, when I first saw pictures, I was worried about these points being a little too pointy, but I gotta say, no worries with this guy. Now, as far as being a super long spinner and all that, I don't care about spin times, but I did a table spin, just a basic table spin, and I got about 5 minutes out of it, which that could be fine, that could be good. I don't care. I'm sure if you did a vertical spin, this thing would probably go forever, but I don't have time for all that. I just want to fidget with the thing. And I gotta say, fidgetability is way up there. Look at the body, look at the contours, look at the there's no, I've become a big side flicker. I'm really big into side flicking. But yeah, surprisingly, this thing, like, no matter how, if you want to pull off, there's no pain. Look at that warp. This thing can warp like no other. Let me tell you, that is great. But yeah, pushing it, pulling it, side flicking it. If you want to, the catch and release is nice. It's really smooth. And these buttons, well, I say buttons, these little rivets right here, they're very smooth too. I think they've kind of chamfered the inside of them so you don't get any discomfort. Very nice. I like the buttons. They're really big. And I like big buttons, and I cannot lie. These are nice buttons. Really, really nice. Let's go ahead and pop these off. And as you can see, we have trits all the way around here. This thing takes 10 trits total. 1.5 by 6 millimeter. And I went ahead and filled mine up, and I think it looks really nice. Has a nice glow, and I love that it's a glueless trit installation. I like to see more spinners that don't require glue to put your trits in. That way you can reuse them. But yeah, there's the stainless steel plate right there. There's our bearing. We'll take this apart in a second. Let me show you these buttons. Some big buttons, and they're pretty comfortable. They're pretty flat, but you get a good bit. You get a good bit of security here. Like you got plenty of space for your thumb. They're not uncomfortable, I'll say that. I dig it. I dig it. Now, let's go ahead and take this guy apart. Now, I will say, before I ever took it apart, it was pretty silent. There was hardly any sound. But now, since I've taken it apart, it makes a little bit of noise. It's nothing crazy, but I'm sure it's more my fault than anything. But let's go ahead and take this thing apart, and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, and there we are. I gotta say, the machining on all of this is very, very nice. All right, so there's my trits. You just drop them in there, and then the plate holds them on, and just the corner of them peeks out. See those little notches? That was very clever. Very, very clever. As you can see, this is just a big chunk of solid brass. That's why it's so heavy. And there is our hybrid ceramic 608 bearing. And in the package, we have an extra. Isn't that awesome? That is awesome. You get 2 bearings. You get 2 bearings. But look at that. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. Also, people, I'm going to put this back together, but we have a scale over here and some of my heaviest spinners, and we're just going to do a little weight off. See who's the fattest spinner out here. Let me put this back together and I'll be right back. Okay, so first up, the big boy. 8 ounces, people, or 228 grams. I'm going to do the rest of this in ounces, though, because this is America over here. Delta core, 6.6 ounces. Okay. The Tri-Reaper by Reaper Machining, 6.7 ounces. The Tri-Night by Mackie, 4.8 ounces, still considerable. And I forget the name of this one. I got it off Etsy, but it's pretty heavy. 4.8 ounces. So yes, people, out of the ones I own, I'm sure there's all kinds of spinners all over the world, all kinds of stuff going on. But out of the spinners that I own, this is the heaviest and could be the world's heaviest EDC, which I don't know if this is an EDC. Man, I love that warp. I am just in love with that. But anyway, people, I think that's all I needed to show you up close. We measured some stuff and weighed some things, and really, I think that's it. At this point, I feel perfectly fine with backing out, talking on it, and spinning on it. All right, people, now that was up close and personal with everything I think that you need to know about the Pentagon spinner. Overall, I really like it. I'm not just saying that because I got my name engraved on it or anything, but I will say that I like heavy spinners, and if you like heavy spinners, this one's a doozy. It has a great gyro effect while it's spinning. Look at that warp, and it loves warping on camera. It's like the one drunk girl at the party who loves to get crazy. I mean, every time somebody busts the camera out, this is that spinner. It likes to warp. But I gotta say, I love the size, I love the weight, I love that there's not any hot spots. I anticipated some, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that there wasn't any. Now, of course, you're not gonna carry this every day, but if you were to carry this every day, you might get stronger, and you could use it as a self-defense weapon. You just chunk it at somebody, you know what I mean? Come back here with my purse, you know, I don't know. But I will say another added benefit of this big thing with all these different shapes and textures, it's good as a worry stone. Just if you want to just rub your finger, your thumb across, it's a good worry stone. It's got a lot of different shapes and things. It feels nice on the hands. It feels nice on the hands. And it spins nice. Like I said, fidgetability is way up there. All around, I think it's nice. And really, one thing beyond everything, the machining is nice. All this is nice. The presentation. If I had a hat, hats off. The presentation was great. Love the wooden box, love the double engraving. I love all the extras, I love the extra bearing. It was just the attention to detail. I like it. I like it. And I hope to see more from Kinetics. I like their first offering, and I think it's a really nice spinner. A very nice spinner. Like I said, it's a heavy one, and I think it is the heaviest on the market as far as people who are still, you know, everyday buying stuff. I know the fad's faded, but like people who really like spinners like myself and people who are in the hobby, I'd say it's the heaviest. I think it's the heaviest. I'm not 100%, but yes, it feels like it's the heaviest. But yeah, overall, great spinner. I'll put a link in the description to their Facebook if you want to go pick one up. Other than that, folks, that's what I got for you. Y'all stay sexy out there. I am out.